All right, we're live, everybody. Sorry, a few minutes late there. And we, Family Touring Podcast, yeah. So good day, Quarter Mile, and obviously, Funny Toro. Thank you both for coming by. Um, we got to, we kind of gonna wing it today. We don't have a whole lot. I mean, the market's been whatever. It's kind of been sideways, I guess. Hidden.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Yeah. There's been almost no action in this market, and
Yeah, like it's been kind of ridiculous.
pretty ridiculous indeed.
So, some little news things. I just launched a video for GemBots. If you guys want to get in, there's obviously a link there. It's hard to say what's going to happen yet with that. I mean, it's supposed to be a DEX trader as well, but I don't get quite how that's going to happen. So I'll know more hopefully on the 8th. Yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It looks like you'll have to use some centralized exchanges, but he did mention something about being able to trade on a DEX. So I don't know quite how that's going to work yet, but all I see is centralized exchanges at this point. So, yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you say what type of bot it is? Is it arbitrage? Is it?
It hasn't really said a whole lot here. I'll pull up the website just so you can have a peek at it, because if you probably haven't seen it yet. Share screen, and we can kind of see if you see any this pounces out, but it's not, there's not anything too crazy. Let me actually go like this, so it's easier to see.
Binance, Huobi.
Yeah, so it's got, and these are all exchanges really, right? And they're saying that we don't have to use a VPS or VPN, but for instance, in Canada, I'd have to use one for all of these. I don't know how Huobi or whatever, but
I believe it's a Chinese one.
Oh, could be. Yeah, so maybe I can get away with that one without with being Canada, but most of them I'm assuming I need some type of VBS or something with. I have to shut that down. So yeah, so it's $100 right now. So I kind of went, it's kind of worth the gamble play no matter what, just because I'll be able to hopefully make $100 at least in a month if I put a little bit in, because right now it's on promo. And there's not too much in here. Like I went through my video, just basically went through the facts. And then I guess actually, sorry, I'm bouncing around here, but down here it had some examples of some trades with fairly low leverage. So it's nothing crazy and some pretty good returns. The only issue I see here is it says 2% per trade. Well, trades, I know PGB Creator had said one time that I found some of his trades sometimes end up going over days. So that number's kind of hard to say yet, but he's done well by many of us, so I'm hoping
it could still technically be 2% per trade. You just gotta factor into the account that it's lasting longer than 1 day.
No, understood, but then it's not 2%. Like, so some people, like, obviously the protocol beforehand was doing 2% a day, so that kind of gave us the inclination that this bot might, and it's supposed to do better than what PGB did when it was 2% a day. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm really curious. It's supposed to be very easy to use, so it will be interesting to see that learning curve. Obviously, having done Alchemy trades, I'm looking forward to seeing what this kind of can do. Of course, I definitely like diversifying in this kind of stuff anyways. So
yeah, it's fun. Why not?
Exactly. Probably add more features over time. Yeah, it possibly could. Hard to say what's going to happen. I have no negativity towards PGV. Obviously, I'm in there, and I do appreciate everything that he's doing and been done. I know there's a lot of FUD right now around the refunds, but I mean, he's never strayed us away, and I think he would have done something sooner than this if he wasn't going to have enough money to pay everybody back. But people like to get annoyed at things.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and again, I agree, Pure. I don't think it's going to really be a competitor. I'm not really looking at it that way. I like having multiple options, and if they're easier than trying to get into like a Astrobit kind of thing and stuff like that, then. So have you ever heard of any DEX protocols that decentralized protocols that use API keys?
No, I can't say I have. The one DEX that a couple of us and the one group I'm in work with is Position Exchange.
Okay.
It's okay. It's not like the centralized exchanges where everything's instant, because it is over the blockchain. So it is a little bit slower, even though they say it's supposed to be faster. It's not. I'll pull that up while you continue talking. It looks interesting. It looks like it's kind of along the lines of, like I hate to say it, but the FX Gold stuff, the Astrobit stuff, where you're copy trading more.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's copy trading. It's actually, from what I understand and from what I've seen and the little stuff that I know about it so far, like I'll know a lot this week coming, but you're just picking your pairs and then it's going to automatically do its thing based on what like all its market conditions and all its programming, basically. So I don't know that it's exactly copy trading, but it's got some type of API that's going to, just like Astrobit bots, like the cinnamon toast and the French toast and the goblins and all that stuff do.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. And obviously, I want to make sure that. Sorry, good.
No, I was just going to say, so it's going to be running off of more than likely something like TradingView.
And that was something he did say we needed. So that's another thing. Yeah. So it's going to run through that somehow, I guess. So there'll be another
exactly how it's going to work then.
Yeah. So, which I should have set that up actually. So I could have. Yeah. Anyways, I haven't done it yet, but yeah, lots of stuff to do on Wednesday, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Geez. And I got to work. I almost should have taken that day off, but I took next week off.
Okay. So it's $200 per month after pre-sale.
Yeah. So a lot of people are obviously jumping in now. There is a link in the description if anybody wants. It is an affiliate link. I don't care. Go to if you're in the Discord, grab the basic link. It doesn't matter to me, but so probably more features.
Yeah,
I don't know if you have to worry about cracking it pure. Because it shouldn't give them access. Like even if you crack, like it's more APIs and stuff. So there's really no getting into your money as long as you're either exchange you're working with, decentralized or centralized. As long as everything's kind of locked up, you shouldn't have to worry about that too much.
Yeah. And out of all the different places using APIs and stuff like that, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, the 3 commas hack.
Yeah.
That was done via their APIs.
Oh yeah, so I guess they can get in through that sometimes. That's right. They did have an exploit. I forgot.
Yeah.
So
it's always something to think about.
Yeah. Did you have something you were pulling up?
Yeah, I was gonna pull up Position Exchange real quick and show everybody what that's about. Man, it's been so long. I have to remember what to do.
How to use your computer when you're on a stream.
Yeah, I've been using my cell phone this past week.
Sorry, did you want that up already?
What is going on here? Okay. So this is Position Exchange. This is decentralized exchange. And it's actually kind of interesting because they're doing some pretty nice incentive stuff right now. I showed you this the last time, the future staking. Mm-hmm. So you put BUSD in, and then you get a portion of the revenue of the entire system. They got the flex, which is not, there's no lock time, 30-day, 90-day. You get some pretty crazy returns with these 90-day ones too. As you can see, this Position Exchange has over $10.5 million in volume today. Not too many people have been liquidated yet, which is good.
Wild.
Good for them. Not so good for if you're staking.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'll pull up the.
And with that one, and there's no hookup for API keys for that, so this couldn't work through GemBots, I guess, eh?
Unless they're going to add it later, which I don't know if they're going to. No. So this is all, they have their charts through TradingView and everything like that as well. But everything else is all built from the ground up on their end, I guess. So that's what they say. So like, you got your leverages and everything like that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Sorry, I had to go and answer a question.
No, that's all right.
These damn.
So yeah, they don't have. Oh, wow, my mouse just disappeared on me. They don't have much yet to trade. Their Dex 2.0 just came out end of last week. So it's interesting, something to look at if you're looking to get off the centralized exchanges, trying to keep the money on your side type deal. They do have different farms and pools. Right now, they're running a airdrop event with some. I'm trying to get to it because there's some crazy APRs right now. I'm talking like 286,000% APRs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a way to get new people on board.
And that's the thing. They're doing it for 30 days. You get the stupid APRs off of fees for the pool that you stake into.
Okay.
And then you get your 234% on regular farm at the same time.
Wild.
So let's go down here.
Is there drawdowns on regular trading too, or is that just Forex trading? I guess there's drawdowns on anything, actually.
Yeah. Definitely. Trying to show you these stupid, crazy APR. Yeah, look at this. 103,000. 262,000 for BNB BUSD.
We want some quick bucks there. And that's like BUSD and BNB, like nothing. What? How they can even do that?
Yeah. So you supply the liquidity for this pool, and then if people swap in and out of BNB BUSD, which on this one is pretty much all they use.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid, but in a fun way.
Well,
I will say for that, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I will say for that, you do have to be staked for 30 days. If you unstake, you do not get the crazy APR. So there is some risk involved, but if you go with a fairly stable pair, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish my computer was faster because they have some really interesting ways to add LP. Come on.
Almost like a zapper.
Yeah. And they have a slider so you can choose the price range that your LP to be used at.
Huh.
So if you notice like BNB is going to jump, you can set it a little bit higher than what it currently is and get a better position in that section of LP.
And a quarter mile just asked, what are they paying out in?
BNB, BUSD, and their PTX token.
All three, or it just depends on which pair you're doing?
Depends on the pair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into where mine are right now so I can show you what I'm doing. I put $50 in it in the BNB BUSD. So I've earned 60 cents on the pool alone.
Nice.
I mean, nothing incredible, but once people start swapping BNB BUSD, I should be getting some crazy returns for the next 30 days.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's something new. Not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, which is why the pools are so high. So as soon as people start jumping in, it's going to get less and less, but then more action could happen on the exchanges.
Then they also offer bonds for their Posi token.
So it's like a decentralized exchange / Tomb Fork.
It's like everything rolled into one. It's actually pretty interesting. And you got this. So say you want to put in 100,000 ETX, you'd make $2,400 a year.
Cool.
Based off of what is it? 2-cent token at the moment. Their high, all-time high last year was almost $5 or $6, I believe.
Okay.
So they've been around for a bit.
Wild. Yeah, so you're not like too concerned, obviously, about anything because it's not like there's a brand new protocol that just opened up or anything.
Exactly. Another cool thing they do is you can swap your stables with zero gas.
Well, that's a neat trick.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the LP add-in. Sorry, the one thing I will say about their site is it's not user-friendly whatsoever.
Well, it looks like none of the centralized exchanges are either. Like it looks like a centralized exchange, really.
It does, and that's what they're trying to go off of. Have a centralized exchange that's not.
There's actually one coming out like this that's going to be for that. Did you hear about that? Oh God, Level X token or whatever it is there. The
L1X.
Yeah. L1X. Thank you. I did an AMA with JJ. I should remember what it was called. So that looks kind of neat, and I haven't really been around for a bigger-ish chain launch, and this one with its ability to kind of be an umbrella for all the chains is kind of neat.
It is. I think if they do it right, it'll be huge. But that means they're going to have to take their time doing things. They shouldn't rush into it.
Yeah.
Well, you can go back to talking while I try to figure out where this LP, where you add the LP, because I really wanted to show it to visualize.
No worries. Does anybody else want to talk about anything? Do you guys have any questions? Any general stuff we want to get into? I've been kind of doing a bunch of different things, and I've been kind of all over the board lately and modding everywhere, so I haven't really had a chance to do too much for myself lately when it comes to I've got my alchemy trades, I think, to get ready and set back up again, hopefully for next week, but it's been a little nutty in a good way. But I'm actually on vacation sort of next week, but I think my vacation will be mostly DeFi stuff. Hopefully getting rid of the day job in the next few weeks to a few months. So next week will be kind of a test because the wife is still working and I'll be doing DeFi as if I was doing it full time. So interesting to see. Taste. So there's a bunch of you in here. Anything you want to talk about? Okay, so I'm assuming someone is talking about. That's weird to say it that way. Is talking about the Gembot. So basically, it gets you access to using this bot. We don't know a whole lot about it yet. The issue is it's $200 a month if you don't get in now, and this sale is basically limited to today and tomorrow. Which is why I took the chance on getting it. I do trust that PGB Creators got something that's going to be at least reasonable and be able to earn back that 100 fairly easily. But it is kind of, you have to take a stab at the dark if you want this half price point for it. Because if you do wait, their next time to get in will be the 20th after we've all had a chance to play with it. And then it'll be $200 a month. So if your desire is best bang for your buck and maybe more of a try it, and then if you don't want it, you just get rid of it in a month and you've paid $100. So it's really your choice. But I decided and kind of suggest if you're interested in trying to play with something like this, it's probably best to get the cheaper price point. And then if you don't like it, you get rid of it rather than paying $200 to try it and not like it in a month or on the 20th.
Now, my question is he going to deduct that directly out of whatever you make
You pay it up front, so I've actually gone in and already paid it.
Okay, for the subscription though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to pay it proactively through the DApp, and then basically in 2 days I'm gonna get an email on the 8th. I'll get an email, and that's how I'll set up my account to start trading with.
Man, $100 a month.
Yeah.
That's my literally the only reservation for the entire thing is the fact that it's $100 a month.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is
I
if you
think that's
cancel it a
gonna
month, you whatever, right? Like I get it, it's $100, but so you get the sub and then risk more of your own money. Yes, of course. Yeah, any bots, really, to be honest with you, someone it is you're going to be doing that anyways. If you do Astrobit, for instance, you're paying monthly fees that can get close to $100 a month, between 50 and 80 for any of them. And if this one's performance is just as good or better and more consistent, because Alchemy Trades, I mean, Cinnamon Toast, I tried it for a bit and it didn't do that well, but it was considered one of the best ones out there, and it was kind of meh. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it works out. So for me, that's why I made the gamble. Don't get me wrong, it helps a little bit that I have affiliate links and stuff. So I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to end up really paying for it in the end. But at the same token, even at $100, I didn't think it as being a bad thing if it's as simple as it sounds like it's supposed to be. So
yeah. If it's as simple as it sounds, I did some quick math. That's about $3.33 a day to recoup that $100. So really, you would only need about $170 in it, making 2% a day to make your $100 back in the month.
Yeah, and chances are, hopefully, you're going to have more than that in it. And if it doesn't do 2% a day, you'll be able to kind of hedge your bet, kind of thing, a bit. Am I planning into alpha shares? I am. So I really do like what they're doing. I was going to get more, but I'm kind of scaling back because I'm realizing going AP into some of these things is like there's always other opportunities around the corner. So I'm probably going to get 2. I think they're $1,000 each, and so I might get 2 of them to kind of see how it goes. For anybody that doesn't know about it, I did a video briefly about it, just kind of a walkthrough. But these, I don't think you can get into these Genesis ones anymore, but there will be ones coming out, and they'll be Bitcoin mining, basically the ones that come out in a couple of weeks. But the ones that are coming out tomorrow are 1K each, as opposed to as low as 250, and they include the Bitcoin rewards as well as some rewards on Antimon. Sounds like Wolverine's blades, but it's some type of material that helps, that's fire retardant and stuff like that. So yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. And I think I just said this, CCX, but basically Silver Fox, sorry, you're going to get that email on Wednesday from GemBots. So, and looking into results for free grid bots like KuCoin, sort of mixed relative to 5 to 15% daily yields. I've heard about on daily yields. I've heard about on Alchemy Trades Grid Bot. Yeah, so I mean they vary quite a bit, and if you're pretty consistent with it, it's not hard to get 0.5% a day, which is still phenomenal when it comes down to it. If you can even, I know back in the day when Alchemy was trading AVAX USDC, he was consistently getting 0.5% during a regular market. Right now, it's a little bit slow. I think hidden.
Oh yeah. You could still pull 0.5%,
but maybe not with something as safe as AVAX and USDC.
No, I was running FTM myself, making about 1% a day for about a week straight, and then everything dunked on me. But the nice thing about that is I'm also sitting on a pretty big bag of Phantom right now, so as soon as it starts going up again,
you'll benefit.
I'm going to make more money.
Yeah, exactly. Can those daily yields be done on figure? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I guess we kind of just answered that. Yeah, it can be done, but sometimes you have to take a little more risk right now. The problem right now with grid trading is it's so flat. The market's just, you have to find a token that's going up and down to make a grid trader and bot work, and that's what's making it a little harder right now.
There's just no money in DeFi at the moment. People are, in crypto in general, you're seeing a lot of people pull their money out of the crypto to pay their bills. I mean, people can't be doing what they were doing 5-6 months ago, throwing thousands of dollars at, whatever's popping up that's promising to be the next, stable fund or something.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. And so that's where I'm looking more at Forex trading when I can get it, when like I can find opportunities to do that, just because that's actually outside of crypto. There's still lots of volume on that market. So it's able to benefit in these kind of flat markets and stuff. So that's kind of the handy thing.
Yeah.
I'm new to trading like the gem months. I live in the US. Yeah, so the leverage is going to give you more risk, but it also gives you more reward. It looks like by the website, and I'll just pull that up again for a second, is the bots that they at least showed an example of, and we don't, like, who knows what's all here, but with these ones here, they're all using 2x, which I believe even in the States is doable. Do you know, Hidden?
I use a VPN, so I've gone up to 150x on some.
No, yeah, of course with those. I'm just wondering. I think what's actually legally allowed in the States for if you're not using a VPN and use like Binance US, for instance. Do they have any?
I couldn't tell you. I live in a state where even Binance US is not legal. So.
Oh, gotcha. That's right too. It's specific to certain states. Yep. This I'm not sure about yet, Samira, sorry. Unfortunately, a lot of these answers aren't going to come until the 8th. I was hoping to get access to the bot early and start having some ability, even if I couldn't say anything about it. I was hoping to at least get it to start making the videos so that you guys had stuff to work with the second they came out. But it looks like I'm not going to get it till Wednesday, in which case I think he's launching it fairly late Wednesday, but I have work and then I get home from work and then I'm going to jump on right away and try and do what I can, but I just don't know how much I'm going to be able to do.
I would venture to guess if it's doing 2% a trade. I would venture to guess that it should be able to run more than one pair at a time. Especially for $100 a month. In my opinion, it should run more than one pair at a time at that price point.
Yeah.
But again, I have no idea. This is just based on everything else, Astrobit, all that type of thing. I mean, you're paying $75 a month for one bot.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Lots of stuff to come out on that one for sure.
And just real quick to go back to Quarter Mile's question about the free grid bots on the centralized exchanges.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You got to remember, centralized exchanges are pretty much like casinos. You're betting against the house, and the house always wins. You're not going to be able to make the outrageous profit that you can on, say, Alchemy Trades, for an example. Where everything is in your own wallet, so you're not betting against a house. It's just unfortunately how it is. And that for the longest time, I didn't think that was true. But there's a lot of videos out there, and if you start watching things, you'll see the trends where the market makers do not let things happen.
Oh, so people are almost playing against you on the centralized exchange in order to make sure you don't.
Well, the centralized exchange has to, in that if they start losing too much money, they need to liquidate people. So you can actually, once you get good enough at reading trends and stuff like that, you can see where the liquidations are going to start.
Interesting.
We posted a link to a YouTube channel of a guy who I watch and I follow. And he's the one that really opened my eyes to the whole market makers and, watching the different trends. Because you'll see a token even outside of crypto on the regular stock exchange.
Yeah.
It'll start moonshotting and then it'll just hit a ceiling. It'll just stop. And that's because for crypto, the centralized exchanges are starting to lose too much money and they need to recoup it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, which no good for them and no good for us, unfortunately. So it's
Yep.
kind of like anything. It's neutral.
Yeah. If you do want to do the grid bots quarter mile on like KuCoin and stuff like that, the grid neutral bots are typically some of the better ones.
Cool. Foxify. Now, I had, oddly enough, have seen that shield around, but I know nothing about it. And oddly,
isn't that the one with MDB?
Yeah, I just noticed that actually when I'm looking at this, it's actually MDB's one that's doing it because I remember them talking about something. I should keep up with MDB stuff. I'm usually in there, but then I forget to do stuff.
They've also it feels like they've been around for an eternity.
Yeah,
they got their hands into everything at this point.
Yeah, because they did that whole wrestler, boxer, or whatever, MMA guy on there.
They had that. Then they got their the black hole or whatever it's called.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so I apologize, the Silver Fox. I don't really know too much about it yet. I haven't really looked into it. I have heard about it and should have, I guess, a little bit more, but I'll have to talk to Danny about maybe having him on the channel again to maybe go over it or see what he's doing. Looks like they're doing tons of marketing right now.
Oh yeah,
Pelton was on there with them, I guess, too. But, so sorry, don't have an answer for you on that one. I usually try and have answers for everything, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit too much of a deep dive to get into right on the channel, or right live, anyways.
So let me pull this back up real quick. I finally pulled up that
thing.
LP.
Oh my gosh, the one negative to, not negative, because I do actually like helping or working with PGV and stuff. It's a nice gig, but the DM sometimes. It's like it's a question they could ask on the thing, but they ask me on DMs.
So I'm sharing it now.
Sure. Yeah, there you are. Go ahead. Bop.
So this is what I thought was pretty cool. So this is adding liquidity to the BUSD POSI token pool. And as you can see here, you can actually change like this range right here is 0 to 50. And the current price is 8 cents. So it's within this range. So you're going to get your fees from the trading. If you go outside of the range right here, you don't get the liquidity fees, but you still get the regular pool rewards. So I thought that was pretty cool. So you see this like very faint green line out here, the 150 to 200 range. This person, whoever this is that has this much, if the price of the token reaches between 150 and 200, you're going to get the entire fee for that price. That's why you see some people like way the hell out here at 250 to 300
just for fun.
Yeah,
it's basically gamble play.
Theoretically, anything's possible. I mean, that's a legitimate moonshot at that point. But.
Exactly. Let's just roll the dice and see what happens.
Yeah.
So if you filled out the form, you should be good. If you want to verify it, you can go to the website, just get it from the Discord or from my video on it. And if you scroll down, I think midway or I think there's 2 spots to do it in the bottom, you can put in your wallet address and check if you've got access. As long as you got it in, I believe yesterday by midnight Eastern Standard Time, you would be in for the whitelist thing. So hopefully that helps you.
So now what's up with Alpha Shares? I've been with them since back before they became Alpha Shares. I just don't follow them much.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so they're basically releasing these new NFTs, the revenue NFT launch, basically. So it's going to be 3,000 NFTs at 1K each. And then with those 1K each NFTs, they're going to have revenue share for both the Bitcoin mining that they do and for this this processing mine of adamantium. Like I say, I keep saying adamantium. I don't think I got the name right, and I did a whole video on it, so I apologize. But yeah, so they've got that's happening with it. So the ones you're buying now get you both. The ones you buy later on are just for the Bitcoin mining, which they're using some of these share the ones that we're buying now to help profit those. And I think you can get in if you have like, there's a couple of things that help you get in, and one of them was for certain communities they were doing these forums that I was able to get. So
very cool.
Various has come to join us. Welcome, sir. Looks like you made a random drop into our little blockchain after hours. I should have asked him if he wanted to come on. So if you guys don't know, he's actually from Nexus, which is kind of a gamified / investment, and you can also like kind of hunt and gather and try and win if they sell out, which they've delayed the launch a little bit. But if they sell out, there's like possibly a $250,000 purse that can be won by somebody or multiple people that earn and find these different orbs around the blockchain technically, but they have more of a space theme for fun, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and he's a doxed developer and just a really great team that they have there, and so looking forward to having some fun with that. So yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Give you a little plug for that. So yeah. Any questions you guys have, like I said, go and put them on. I won't be too much longer because I do have to go back. I think I have to re-record my GemBots one because we're getting a lot of questions in the Discord. So he wants me to go through a little bit more detail to make sure all those questions are answered for people. So happy on the PGB bots. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hoping to have some fun. 2 days away, we can start using them from what I understand. So that will be cool. And playing around with that. So some neat stuff coming down the pipes. Like there's lots more to get excited about than we've seen in a while in the space. Unfortunately, we just have little money to spread between them all, which I think is the big problem right now. So
that's what I'm running into.
What's that?
That's what I'm running into.
Yeah, well, that's just it, right? Like there's limited people in here. Like everywhere I go, I'm seeing the same people, which is cool, and it's fun to walk in and feel like Norm in the bar because people will be like, "Yeah, pocket aces," but it's hard because where's our new money coming from? So that's where again I kind of like things like Forex trading, where it's actually new money coming into DeFi if you can find a protocol that kind of does that, or if you set up your own bot, which there are some available. So I'm going to hopefully showcase some of those on the channel soon. Got a couple of people that are asking me to go into theirs and use theirs and see what they're all about. So I'm looking forward to testing that for everybody and hopefully bring it on. So because I love alchemy trades, I love other options, but we got to spread the love right now. Find money for Discord or for the space. Oh, thank you, sir. Sorry. Here, they pulled up a chat but didn't realize it was something towards me. Don't read or look at anything and just ask them questions. Yeah, there's a lot of that, unfortunately, especially in that Discord. But it's when you get big, that's what happens, right? Like, I hate to say the name, but Stable Fund was bad for FUD. I hope we don't get that. We won't get that bad. It's just people need to have a little bit of patience and understanding because
from one, you guys actually traded.
What's that?
I said for one, you actually trade.
Yeah, he had to. Like, there was no way he would have survived this long if he didn't actually trade. Whereas the Stable Fund, obviously, say what you will. Who knows what the truth is? It could have been a lot. Like, they could have fudded themselves out of it. So because there was so much of it, and people going in and just literally blasting all the exchanges, the credit card he wanted to do with FUD, and it basically held up everybody's money. I'm not saying that's exactly what's happened, and that it's not Michael's and / their fault, but you've got to keep in mind there's some stuff there that could have caused a lot of that. And so I think people need to kind of chill and just look at the fact that we have a docs person running the show and who is really transparent. And yeah, he misses dates, but any company you work for misses dates. And I get it's stressful because some people have a good chunk of money stuck in there and they probably bet more than they should. And so I get it, but sorry, I'll get off that soapbox now. But
no, you're right. People at the end of the day got to realize too. I mean, the guy is human.
Yeah. Well, I think we're dealing with the variables that not even everybody understands. Like, it's great. Yes, centralized exchanges, some of them you can pull out a fair amount of money out of, but that's only if you KYC. And I feel like a company a protocol like this is not going to want a KYC because they don't want the tax implications, because then it takes away your money that you're giving back to your people. So I think there's some things that, and I don't know for sure that, like, as much as I'm an admin, that doesn't mean I know anything, but I think there just needs to be a little bit more understanding and realization of what's going on. So
The people coming in at the height of a bull market really screwed everybody's vision of
Absolutely.
what a real APR is. And that's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So set up so I don't know what I'm going to be able to do until I can get my hands dirty and play around with it. So I'm hoping to get a lot of tutorials out. Obviously, PGV Creator has said that he thinks there's about 3 that'll be needed. So obviously it doesn't sound like it's going to be that complex, but over time I will do more. Whatever you guys need, the community needs, I'm happy to keep throwing content out at it, because again, in return, it gets me lots of views, and that's not that I care about that, but it helps me grow my channel too. So, and I'm happy to help wherever I can in the space. So, yeah, a lot of patience. You need a lot of patience in any modding job, to be honest with you. The Cheers reference. And good for you, someone. You are in. Well done, sir. So
you made it.
Yeah, I wish this was vodka. No, it's agua. I do drink a lot of water, but I do sometimes have a sipping drink with me, but I don't today. I do like an old fashioned when I'm chilling here on the live chat.
Oh, old fashions. Moscow mules are pretty damn good too.
I do love Moscow mules, and I do like dark and stormies with rum instead. But yeah, I'm a avid drinker of different alcohols. But
when this blows up and you get really famous, we should find a place and we'll do our live streams.
Do a live stream from like a distillery or something.
Yeah,
that would be fun. Yeah, because you're not that far away, sort of. Obviously, you're far, but far, not crazy far.
Not that far.
So yeah. Any other questions, guys? As I said, I don't want to be too long, because I do want to reach out and figure out what's going on. And figure that out and get ready for possibly doing up one more video for GemBots tonight with some more structured details, I think, is what we're going to look at, just to make sure it's clear for everybody. But if you have any questions, get them in now. I appreciate you guys hanging with us. I'm sorry for missing last week. These Mondays are becoming hard. I'm hoping once I get rid of my day job that the Mondays won't be so hard. But right now it's just after the weekend and then get to work and get home from work. And I'm like, ugh. And I know you moved last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. How'd that all go?
It was a week from hell.
Yeah, no kidding. That's the one thing I said. We're actually looking into places right now to try and potentially move. And if we do, I'll be
hiring
movers. I can't stand it.
Don't do it.
Oh, we got the dude from oh my God, the movie's on the tip of my tongue. Lebowski, Big Lebowski.
There you go.
PGV for life. Yeah, I mean, I can't say much. They've been like, although I lost all my money I made with PGV, I've told a few people the story, but friggin' so stupid. Here's a learning experience for everybody who's here. And I've actually told people about it on my 1K wallet challenge that I'm kind of doing is when you make a commitment to yourself, stick to it. I took my, I think it was 4K or I think 5K that I made with PGV, which was phenomenal. Probably my biggest win that I've had in DeFi, because I didn't put that much and just kept compounding in that case. Normally I wouldn't have, but I had faith, and put that into FX Master Gold. Said I'd keep it there for a week because I knew some other things that were happening where I wanted to put the money. A couple of things got kind of delayed, and I'm like, oh, I'll just keep it in there for a few more days, and boom, it got rugged. So yeah, stick to your plan, make a plan, stick to it. There's your learning lesson for today.
Today's episode of what not to do.
Exactly. I was and I mean, it was my fault. I take full. I moved on from it, but I definitely will say it over and over again as a learning opportunity for others, because it's just so. Yeah, I haven't had a White Russian in way too long. I need to do one of those again soon. I do like that for a change. It's a good little beverage. Here we go. Getting on to beverage talk. So if there's nothing else, we'll stop this one here at 45 minutes. If anybody has anything else, get it in now. Hidden, do you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nope, or any? I'm good for this week. Anybody out there watching, make sure you have some questions for us next week. Yeah,
please do. And we had a few newcomers, so I appreciate you guys joining us. This is just sort of a neat thing. We kind of go about anything and everything. Our focus a little bit is Alchemy Trades. That's where we both kind of met and came from. And we do believe in that protocol. But we kind of go through anything. Sorry, does that mean you want to say something, or did you knock your?
Yes. Alchemy Trades has entered internal testing for
Oh, that's right too.
V5.
Yeah. So V5 getting there.
And from what I've heard, your mind's going to be blown.
Yeah, I like mind blown.
So-
Quarter Mile is asking, ever messed with AI, machine learning, predictive bots? I have not. I'm assuming you're talking about like using Chat GPT to program yourself a bot kind of thing. I have not.
I have. And if you're interested, if you're in Alchemy Trades Discord, just ping me and I can send you a DM for a Discord that I'm in that does all of that Chat GPT stuff.
Is that at the one? Is that tactical?
The trade tactics. Yep.
Yeah. So actually, what you should be telling them to do is check out our previous Blockchain After Hours.
Oh yeah, with the owner Liquid of Trade Tactics.
Yeah, I can actually drop that in here quickly before we go. So we had a little chat. We actually had him on the show, and there's some neat things in there to go look at. I have not had time to go look at it yet, but I hope to at some point. Your channel live. I think it's easy to find that one because I think I put his name on the top of it. There it is. And in this one, there is a link to Trade Tactics, but by all means, go ahead and just DM Hidden as well from Alchemy Trades if that's easier. But just in case this is easier, just head over to that link and you can get a link to the Discord there.
And I would suggest watching that video too.
Of course. Have a peek. Because actually we had him chatting live, so he actually went into some stuff and whatnot, so that was good. From Discord, I hear that. Yeah, there you go. That's funny. Any Forex EAs y'all recommend exploring? I don't know that I have any. Do you have anything?
I have not.
No.
I honestly don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what EAs is. It's like, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Quarter Mile, what do you mean by EA?
Easiest way. What do you mean?
Yeah. I think he heard that.
We're not all hip to the lingo nowadays.
Yeah, I try to be, but within reason. Because I'm modding on Discords, obviously there's certain things we say inside there and stuff, and I tried to say some of it to my wife for fun, and she was, "What are you talking about?" Or I gave her acronyms, and she's like, "What does that even mean?" It was funny.
Oh, expert advisors.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe something like that, but yeah, no, I don't necessarily know anything there. I do have some people that have some bots that they've created and stuff, so I will be using some of them on my channel to try and offer them. They want some opportunities, kind of thing. So we will see.
I have not used an expert advisor. The thing closest to that I've ever heard of is it's called Wealthfront, and it's for like Roth IRAs and stuff like that. Okay. It's all automated by AI.
Cool. All right, guys. We'll end it there. Oh, another question. Got our stand-up comedian here. Yeah, it's true. It's funny. Saturday Night Live. I haven't seen that. I wonder if Saturday Night Live did a hospital skit. Yeah. Nice. Wealthfront or Betterment. I don't know. All right. So yeah, guys, sorry. Well, not even that early now. We're almost at 50 minutes, but like Hidden said, if you guys have some questions for next time or things you want to talk about, don't hesitate to put them on. If you ever, I'll try and load the actual invite for this sooner. I keep kind of doing it last minute sometimes. And then if you have questions you want to throw in there beforehand that you think about, that's always great too. It gives us some topics to talk about. I think we might try and have Crypto Andy on sometime soon. And then obviously we'll get Alchemy and Surge on at some point when we've got more details for V5. And other than that, have yourselves a great day. Anything else Hidden or just a bye?
No, I think it was pretty good. Good night tonight.
Yeah, keeps getting better. We had a pretty good showing too. So thanks again, guys. Do hit that like and subscribe on your way out. I should say that at the start. I forget to. Bad YouTuber. Yeah. So do that if you don't mind. Helps bring that algorithm up. I should make you do it at the start, but anyways, it is what it is. And appreciate you all. And Hidden, thanks for joining every week with me.
Not a problem. Have a good night, everybody.